Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dubai. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of the Mr. How Much 200,000 subscriber special. And yes, we are still in the United Arab Emirates, and in this video, we are going on a road trip. In between the road trip, I'm going to pay for parking, and then we're going to go on a yacht and get stuck in desert sand. And yes, we're going to talk about the PS5 giveaway, the 15,000 Rand giveaway, and we're going to have a PA reveal in this video. We're also going to catch up with Hippo as well. He's been here the whole time, so without wasting any of your time, allow us to get started. Okay, we are on the way to Abu Dhabi. 1 hour 4 minutes away, 111 kilometers. So this was day 2. We're going to Abu Dhabi, and this is where I'm supposed to be starting the video, but yeah, things didn't really go according to plan in Abu Dhabi, so we'll come back to it a bit later. For now, let's go to day 3. Alright guys, we are rushing to our next activity. Today we have to be serious. Yesterday we didn't do much. We went to Abu Dhabi and came back. So today we have a lot of things to get done. Number 1, we're going on a yacht, but we're almost late because the yacht leaves at 10. We have to be there by 8:30. GPS says we'll be there at 9:38, but that's not the problem. The problem is there is no parking there. The closest parking we could find on the GPS is 20 minutes away, so we'll see what to do when we get there. I'm just gonna focus on getting there first, and then we'll see where to park the Porsche. Then we're gonna go on the yacht. So good news, we're going to have a proper POV drive a bit later on, but for now I can tell you for free that the Turbo GT is quick. It'll do 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. It has a top speed of 305 kilometers per hour, and in terms of power, it produces 485 kilowatts and 850 newton meters of torque. Electric SUVs aside, the Cayenne Turbo GT is genuinely one of the quickest SUVs on the planet. It will embarrass a lot of supercars, and some say that in a drag race, it might even beat a Lamborghini Urus. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, so here's the marina, and just as I worried, there is no parking. GPS ends here in the air. I don't know what it wants me to do. Ah man. Okay, I'll just drive around and try to find parking somewhere. Alright guys, we parked here. Now I have to run and find the boat. This looks like an action sequence, so hit my music. Oh, over here I was just checking if PA was running along with me. Guys, PA is the best. Anyway, hit my music. It was already 30:30. PA and Mr. How Much were about to get left by the yacht, but they were not gonna give up. No, they kept on running, hoping for the best. And believe it or not, we actually made it in time. Alright guys, we made it. We got our boat yacht tickets. We're about to go out into the ocean or the sea or something, but there's water, so yeah, we're excited. Yeah. We found parking, that's the main thing. I think this is the one. We'll be on this one. Gonna drink water and cocktails. Yeah, we'll see when we get there. Believe me when I say, Dubai is a beautiful city. Yo, beautiful. So in case you can't tell with how I'm walking, this would be my first time on a yacht. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous, but anyway. So yeah, when you get there, you have to leave your shoes in this crate thing. Can't go in with your Jordans, guys. Yeah. Now, when it comes to yachts, as you would imagine, there are different sizes. They've got smaller ones, they've got bigger ones, but we were not too fussy. We just wanted to go on a ride in a yacht. So this one was around. Wait, hold on. I just want to quickly do some aura farming. Yeah, now what was I saying? So yeah, it was around 402 Rand per person. So for both of us, it was around 800 Rand. Now while you're on the boat, they do play some music, but for copyright reasons, yeah, I can't make you listen to the songs, but there was music. There was music. Yeah, nah, me and Pierre were just happy to be here. Yo, there's so many things to look at here in Dubai. Like, I don't even know what to stare at, what not to look at. I mean, even just the buildings themselves, they look so interesting. You could literally stare at Dubai buildings the whole day. So there was the wheel there. There were planes taking off and landing. There were jet skis. And then there was just me. If you haven't liked this video, please like. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube. It's the right thing to do. In other words,
Excuse me, what's your YouTube channel?
Oh, Mr. How Much?
Huh?
Mr. How Much?
Mr. How much?
Yes.
We can see your show.
Oh, please. Thank you.
Mr.
How much? Yeah. Even though I was a bit shy, I can confirm that Mr. How Much has at least one subscriber in Dubai. We're pushing, guys. So anyway, after the yacht, me and PA walked back to the car. Actually, before we walk back to the car, take a look at these buildings, man. Yo, each of them have their own personality. Look at this one. It kind of reminds me of that twisty building we have by Mall of Africa. I'm capping. Let's move on. By the way, if you're interested in ziplining, the price is on your screen. We didn't do it. So as we walked back, we saw a Ford Bronco. They need to bring that to the country. Oh, it looks proper. So if there's one thing we didn't know about Dubai, or something we're not sure of rather, is that even when you park on the street, you pay. You know, kind of like Cape Town. You don't just park and then, you know, come back to your car and drive off. Okay, so to park here, you pay. These are the instructions. You send an SMS and yeah. So we've been parked here for about an hour. And okay, it's over an hour, so we owe 12 AED. So I'm just trying to figure out how we pay. Yeah, because we had parked there. So we're gonna find out. And then we'll get going. Alright guys, so I scanned the QR code. I've put in the parking zone, the duration. Okay, it's now 2 hours. It was about an hour. We're in Dubai. Private number plate. Mine starts with an H. Put the number plate. Then now I'm gonna try and pay via WhatsApp because I don't have airtime for an SMS. What I must do, I must create a wallet now. So I'm creating a wallet now on WhatsApp. Wow, this is a whole production. Honestly, the South African in me just wanted to drive off. Oh, okay. Please choose from the list below the amount you want to top up your M parking. Heaven. No, I'm topping up. Okay, 10 AED, which is 50 rand, 55 rand or so. Almost done. Please follow payment parking link to proceed with paying. Okay. I wonder what app this will be. Wait, because check fines. I don't know if this guy's fines, but yeah, that's not why we're here. Yeah, okay. I'll get it done eventually. What must happen here? Download. Yeah, so we paid. Yeah, we're going now. After standing here for 35 minutes. Alright, let's go. Now, just in case you're wondering, so what happens here is when you park, you must immediately pay. I think you have to estimate how long you're going to be, where you're going to be. I'm not too sure, but what I do know is we paid for the time we had parked, so I think we're all good. Alright guys, we have successfully found a drive-thru. I won't mention how long this took, but just know we found we found a drive-thru. It's almost 1. We need to get ready for our desert safari, but yeah, gonna get some McDonald's and then we're gonna go get ready to go to the desert. So one cool thing about the desert safari is that they come and pick you up. So off camera we drove back to the hotel and this was our ride to the desert. By the way, while we're on our ride to the desert, a few days ago I walked into a shop to get one lucky viewer, one lucky local, a PS5. Who that one is, I don't know yet. If you'd like it to be you, all you have to do is answer 13 questions. The first person to answer all 13 questions correctly wins the PS5. But remember, don't post your answers until you've answered all 13 questions. Here are the first 4. Number 1, are you subscribed to the Mr. How Much Plus channel? Yes or no? Question number 2, apart from YouTube, which other social media platform do you follow me on? Question number 3, would you be able to collect the PS5 in Gauteng? Yes or no? Question number 4, in which review did Hippo first appear? So those are your first 4 questions. The rest are coming later on in the video. But for now, I'm having one of those moments where I spot something that reminds me of my ex all the way in Dubai. You know what? Let's look at other cars. Alright guys, we just got to the desert safari. We're here to ride quad bikes and take a picture with a bird. Okay, no, let me start over. Alright guys, we just got to the desert safari. We're about to do quad biking now. And I also want to get myself like a headscarf, you know, so I look cool and stuff. PA face reveal. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. So yeah, they have a lot of quad bikes. I've never seen this many quad bikes in a place with this many quad bikes. So I jumped onto mine, and I'd just like to put out a quick disclaimer. This was my first time on a quad bike. Why am I bringing this up? Well, the reason is, a few minutes after this, I decided to try and do a burnout. Yeah, that didn't work out well. It is for this reason I bought an all-wheel drive car, guys, because what is this? So yeah, I was basically stuck and PA was just having the time of her life. So at this point, I thought, maybe I should just leave this quad bike and ride PA's quad bike. But people in Dubai are very helpful. Different groups of people came through to try and help me get the quad bike out of the sand. The first 2 attempts didn't work out well, but this gentleman did manage to help me at least get out of the sand. The only issue here was starting the quad bike. Yeah, it didn't want to start, guys. It didn't want to start. But then finally, one of the guys who I think works here came through. And yeah, he did his thing, and next thing, I was free. So yeah, I did my launch control and got back on the desert sand. But after a while, PA started missing me, so I suggested that we just ride together instead. So from riding the quad bikes, we decided to go take a picture with the bird I told you about earlier. So after our selfie, I remember that I hadn't done the fit check. So from here, we went to ride some camels, which remind me, we're actually here with Hippo. For those of you who don't know, Hippo is our best friend as the Mr. How Much YouTube channel, and he wanted to say something. So what Hippo said over there in his own Hippo language is that to celebrate 200,000 subscribers, we have decided to give back. So Hippo will be giving away 3,000 rand to 5 lucky winners. So this giveaway is running on all Mr. How Much social media platforms. But to enter this giveaway, you simply have to do 3 things. So number 1, please share this video. Could be on WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram. Number 2, let me know of all the cars you've seen on the Mr. How Much channel, which one is your dream car? Number 3, where would you like to drive your dream car? That's all you have to do. From there, we will select 5 winners. Now, for those of you who've been wondering about this desert safari, it's actually very affordable. We actually just found it on their website. It's about 600 Rand per person. And in that package, they pick you up wherever you stay. They drive you to the desert. You take a picture with a bird. You go on quad bikes. You go bundu bashing. You climb camels. And you slide on the sand as well. So it's definitely something worth considering, especially since it's more affordable than a full chicken. So at the end of the trip, you drive to the desert and you get to watch the sunset. It is beautiful. This is actually the place where I took my profile picture. Well, it wasn't me, it was our driver. He's a great photographer. He took this beautiful picture of Hippo and he also took this picture of me. If I remember well, I think his name was Bakhtur. Thank you, Bakhtur. Thank you. This is also the same spot where I recorded the intro for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dubai. Bye. So I'm actually not sure where I was walking to over here, but let's pause the video right here. We'll come back to day 3 a bit later. First, we need to go back to Abu Dhabi. Now, quick disclaimer, we didn't do much in Abu Dhabi. Things didn't go as planned, so yeah, here's what you missed. Okay, we are on the way to Abu Dhabi. 1 hour, 4 minutes away, 111 kilometers. Where in Abu Dhabi are we going? We will find out. I'm just here for the ride. I want an excuse to, put this car on Sport Plus. Yeah. Hopefully the speed limits are a little bit higher on the highway. We'll find out. So I'm hoping for at least 100, 110, 120, somewhere there. But yeah, let us begin. Oh, that Defender has 4 exhaust pipes. I wonder if it's the Octa or something. So I'm not going to talk much in the next coming scenes. I just want to give you guys a quick POV look of what it's like to drive a Turbo GT. Why are the indicators here red? I wonder. Alright guys, the speed limit on this part of the road is slightly higher. So I have a brief moment, there's a speed camera. I have a brief moment to show you the acceleration of this Turbo GT. I'll just pass this camera because I'm not sure. I don't want a fine of 1,000 AED, which is like 700 trillion in rands. So let me pass the camera. There's the camera there. Alright, cool. Okay, put it in Sport Plus. Press our button. Let's go. Okay, that's all I can do. Okay, one more time. This is almost torture to not be able to fully experience this car. But I'll just do this the whole way. Proper stuff. Whew. I'm saying this now. One of these days, don't be surprised if you hear I bought a Porsche. Whether it's a Boxster or a Cayenne or a 911, just don't be surprised if you see me holding onto this logo here. Okay, let's cook. Guys, we just saw some signs that say over here we can drive 140. Yeah, so I like this part of the road. So once again, let him cook. Let him cook. Just that this car gets to 140 so fast. Okay, yeah, there's the sign there, 140. And even though I didn't get to experience most of its power, these little short bursts of acceleration showed me what a machine the Turbo GT is. Proper stuff. Alright guys, we have arrived. On the right is Warner Brothers. Yeah, Abu Batman and them. Then on the left is where we are going. We are going to Ferrari World. What happens there, I am not sure. Do we drive Ferraris? Who knows? I'm seeing some kind of super anaconda there. Hey, that's it. Yeah, that one looks intense. Okay, which way do I go now? Do I go straight? Now, for those of you who don't know, PA is a bit of an adrenaline junkie. At times, like randomly, she just wants to ride roller coasters, bungee jump, that type of vibe. I'm personally not a fan of these things. I just prefer cars. But anyway, she wanted to go on the roller coasters that they had at Ferrari World. I thought we were going there to drive Ferraris. By the way, in part 1 of this video, I asked you guys to give a name to this car, and the name with the most likes would win. So the winning name is from Pamelo. She named this car Habibi. And to say thank you to Pamelo, she has just won one of the 3,000 rands from Hippo. So there is still 12,000 rand up for grabs, and winners will be announced in upcoming videos. By the way, for those who don't know, Habibi means my love, which is a perfect name for a Porsche. I love Porsche, guys. Anyway, it was time to walk inside the mall. First thing we got in the mall was ice cream. Yeah. The UAE is hot, guys. We needed to cool down, so we decided to buy one ice cream. If you're wondering why, well, that one ice cream, if you convert it to rands, was 165 rand. So if we had bought 2 of them, that would have been 330 rand, and now we're not about to do that. So we bought one ice cream and shared it, and then we went to Ferrari World to see these roller coasters that PA wanted to go on. The child in me was low-key excited, I was like, yeah, okay, let's do this. So we went inside to find out how much the tickets were. So for both of us, if we converted again, in rands it would have been 3,376 rand. And so we decided, okay, let's leave. So we left. Well, there's a Val in Dubai, guys. Oh well, it's time to leave Abu Dhabi. So when we got in the car, I said, you know what, we came all the way to Abu Dhabi. We can't just go back to Dubai without doing anything. So I had a brilliant idea to go visit the scene of a Fast and Furious movie. But while we drive there, let's go back to the questions for the PS5. Alright, here are the next 4 questions for the PS5 giveaway. Question number 5. In which car review did I first say support local YouTube? Question number 6. When I bought my first car, what mileage was it on? Question number 7. In which car review did I first mention PA? Question number 8. Which car did I name Mbali's car? Now, one thing I would like to point out, we completely underestimated where Abu Dhabi was. So from Ferrari World, we thought it was close, but nah, man, we still drove. So we're going to do a quick time lapse to summarize the rest of the drive to where we're going. But just for clarity, we didn't know where we're going, guys. We are not from Abu Dhabi. We're just driving by faith. Like, we're just going somewhere. We just want to see what's happening. And yeah, somehow, me and PA didn't technically get lost this time. We pushed. We actually went to a whole nother country. Drove from one city to another city on the wrong side of the road. I'm genuinely proud of us. Please write in the comments there. I'm proud of you, Mr. HM and PA. So anyway, after driving, we had finally arrived where we were going. So we just got to Etihad Towers. We parked somewhere. Not sure where again. Podium 1. So now we're walking out of the parking to try and this looks like the wrong side, to try and find the outside of the building. if that makes sense. Is this where we got in? That no entry sign confirms it wasn't. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we had arrived at the Yacht Towers, the same ones I had seen in a movie. And now that we're here, there was only one thing to say. Welcome to Abu Dhabi, Dhabi. That was supposed to be the intro, but decided not to use it. So, the reason we were here was because of this movie scene. So we came here to see how Dominic Toretto drove from this building to this building to that building. Yeah, that's why we're here really. And now that we're done, we'll find our way back to the parking and go back to Dubai. There's a Porsche. So we realized we had basically spent all day mostly driving. Yeah, the sun was setting, but we had to make the most of our trip. So while we're going back, we spoke about going to the beach once we got to Dubai. It was late though, but we're still gonna try. So to summarize our drive back, here's a quick time lapse with our favorite song. So we're finally back in Dubai and we're going straight to Palm Jumeirah. So Palm Jumeirah is a man-made island that they built in the shape of a palm. So we're trying to get there so we could go to a beach there called White Beach. So yeah, the sun was setting. We were just hopefully it's still open. So we kept on driving, but the traffic here, especially at this time of night, was a lot. But eventually we got in. And this is us parking. So for those of you interested in the Turbo GT, this is how much it will cost you in South Africa. And for those people with that kind of money, I always ask myself, why would you bother buying any other car? I always say, if you have the budget, if you have the money, buy a Porsche. You will be happy. You can take my word for it. I've driven a lot of Porsches and it is just in a league of its own. So anyway, after we got here, we decided to take some pictures. And then after taking some pictures, we walked in to go to White Beach. When we got there, it was closed. So we had to leave. Now, traffic when we're getting out of here was really, it was a lot. We spent another 30-40 minutes just trying to drive out. By the way, this is Atlantis. I heard this place is a lot of fun. They have water slides and all kinds of activities for people who can swim. But it was a bit late, so we had to leave. Now, we were hungry at this point. So while we were driving on this highway, PA spotted a KFC, a McDonald's, and a Nando's on the right side of the road. We ignored it and decided we're going to Dubai Mall. Traffic into Dubai Mall was terrible. Do you see this? We're here for I don't know how many minutes. So eventually we left and decided to find that road where we saw Nando's again. Now finding parking here was difficult, but eventually we found a parking close to the Museum of the Future. That looks proper. So we thought Nando's was about a 3-minute walk from here. We were wrong. So when we started walking, it was 9 p.m. And one thing I genuinely loved about Dubai is being able to walk around at night. It's so cool. So when we're driving by on the highway, we saw a Nando's. But we parked back there, so we've been walking for the last 10 minutes searching for the Nando's. So yeah, we're gonna keep walking until we find it because we're hungry. What time is it? 9:15. Yeah. We love Nando's. Yesterday we walked 1 hour. No, we could have actually just used Uber Eats or something. Yeah. Look at all the ambient lighting, guys, on these buildings. A building must have ambient lighting. especially in Dubai. That's plenty. Now, bear in mind, we had last eaten that ice cream we had in Abu Dhabi, you know, the one we shared. So, we really needed this Nando's. And finally, after walking for 25 minutes, we found it. Someone please tell Nando's to sponsor me there in the comments. Anyway, flame grilled peri peri chicken. Yeah, it was finally time to eat. So we got there, we looked through the menu, but unfortunately, we didn't order anything. So we had to walk back to the car. The reason why we didn't order anything is this. So Nando's only has breasts, they don't have legs and thighs. So we are walking back to where we parked. We're going to McDonald's now. Yeah. Now the funny thing is, if we had known that Nando's didn't have any legs and thighs, because they only had breasts and we wanted the legs and thighs, we would have just gone to McDonald's, because when we had parked right in front of McDonald's. But anyway, we went inside, got 2 Big Macs, we got a McFlurry. Now, to answer a question I saw in part 1 of this series is, do South African bank cards work in Dubai? The answer is yes, but pause. Look at the time on the speed point. It was now 10 p.m. We had walked 1 hour just to go back to exactly where we started. Yeah, if someone wrote we went to Dubai to walk, they would be correct. But anyway, yes, bank cards do work while you're in Dubai. You just tap and swipe like you would back here, and it will automatically convert for you. By the way, if there's someone from McDonald's South Africa watching, please sponsor me. I love McFlurries. But anyway, after we had our dinner and our dessert, we went back to our Turbo GT, now known as Habibi. And we sat there to catch up with our good friend Hippo. Hey Hippo, are you enjoying Dubai? Me too, buddy. Me too. That's the museum of the future. Getting calls from Hippo is the future too. And the present. Now, I'll be honest with you, that 1 hour walk after the day we had, we were tired. So from here, we drove straight back to the hotel. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, Dubai is full of G-Wagons. They are everywhere. G-Wagons over there are like Ford Ranger Raptors. There's just a G-Wagon in every corner. And in case anyone is wondering, yes, the Turbo GT would outperform the G-Wagon in any kind of race. Now, while we're driving back, we spoke about how we hadn't really done much on day 2. We didn't go and see the Palm Islands. We didn't go to the beach. So we decided that on day 3, we'd do as much as we can. And while we drive back to the hotel, here are your next 4 questions for the PS5 giveaway. Question number 9. What was the first car I drove to Dahlstrom? Question number 10. What custom number plate did my friend suggest I get for one for all? Question number 11. Which house was 24 million rand? Question number 12. In which video did I overtake a Bajaj? Now there's one question left, which is question number 13. I'll ask you a little bit later. So then, day 3 is the day where this video actually started. Woke up very tired because of all that walking we did, driving to Abu Dhabi. So yeah, we quickly ate breakfast, and after that we went out to drive towards the place with the boats. We got on the yacht, we went to the desert, and with that we are all caught up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dubai. Bye. Alright, cool. So after saying Dubai, bye for like the 3rd time in the desert, we jumped back in the safari car. They dropped us back in the hotel. And once we got back to the hotel, we wasted no time in getting back to Habibi. Why? We had to go to the Burj Khalifa. Sorry about that. Let's let the quantum pass. As I was saying, so Me and PA have always wanted to go to the world's tallest building. And on that note, I'd just like to give a big shout out to Porsche South Africa for this Turbo GT. They came through, guys. They came through. The car I was planning to hire, trust me, this is a solid upgrade. So thank you, Porsche. Thank you. The traffic here. We're almost there. And we just need to find parking. Nice. Yeah, it's an extreme sport. So yesterday we tried to come to the mall, but it was like this, so we just gave up. So today we're back again because we want to go to the Burj Khalifa. I want to go to the top of it. And it's getting late now, but hopefully we can get in there before they close. And yeah, the thing is, I don't even see what must happen here. So the Polo Vivos of Dubai are Teslas. They are Polo drivers through and through, guys. They will flash you on the highway. They are just Polo drivers. They are Polo drivers in an electric car. It was on this day I realized that Menlyn Mall is actually pretty chilled. I judged it too harshly. Okay, we finally found parking. I think we're on the 6th floor. Yeah. So it had been a long day for us. We needed dinner, so we went back to Nando's. Guys, I love Nando's. I genuinely do. Nando's is amazing. But if you're wondering why do I look like this, what am I thinking about? I was thinking about the cost of Nando's in Dubai. Yo, this made me appreciate the Nando's back home. Which is why now in all my videos, you'll see me buying Nando's. Because here, I was spending for my 700 trillion. But we had to eat, so we got our Nando's. And we ate it. Now, there's so much of Dubai Mall I didn't get to show you. I mean, they have a waterfall in the mall. They have an Olympic-sized ice rink in the mall. I didn't go there because I can't skate. They even have an aquarium with sharks in the mall. But that's not why we were here. We were here to go inside the world's tallest building. Now, this is the amount we paid for both our tickets. The prices do vary depending on what floor you want to go on. And that is the elevator. Which reminds me, I owe someone a PS5. So here's question number 13. And please, when you answer this question, no bad language, guys. This is a PG channel. But what did I poke with a stick? Now, just for clarity, the only way to win the PS5 is to answer yes and to get all 13 questions correctly. You cannot edit any of your comments if you see that your answer is wrong, but you are free to delete it and write it again. The only thing I'm looking for is the first person to get all 13 questions right. That's all. And yes, this elevator is quick. So because it goes so high, yeah, you do feel the pressure difference on your ear. So yeah, keep that in mind when you go there. As the numbers on that elevator kept on increasing, I got more excited. The kind of excitement I feel whenever we get a new subscriber. And to anyone who's new to the channel, welcome to the Mr. How Much YouTube channel. So once we got to the top of the Burj Khalifa, it was now time to admire the views. And as I end this video, I just want to say to the channel members who continue to support this channel with their 20 rands every month, to the over 200,000 of you who are subscribed, who like, who comment, who share all these videos, I just want to say thank you, because you've taken this channel from reviewing parked cars at dealerships to being able to host its own international trip. This wasn't an invite from a brand. This wasn't paid for by a brand. We came here on our own. And for that, you'll always have my gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. I'll catch you on the next one. And on the next one, we're finally going to meet our new channel car. Until then, take care.